Hello, hello, Tammy Cinematic Skeins coming to you from my bed because it's the most comfortable place for me to sit currently. So forgive the whatever. I need comfort. Anyways, hi. It's been a minute. In my defense, been going through some things. But I'm here. I'm going to show you guys what I got in New York. What I got before New York, things that I've acquired since last we talked. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. If you're new here, welcome. This is not normal. I mean, my rambling is normal, but me coming to you from my bed is not normal. Unless you're on my Instagram, because I'm constantly sitting here. So it's the darkest room in the house. So I tend to work in here because migraines. Anyways, all that aside, I am currently in my bed because it's comfortable for me to put my foot up. If you're not on the Instagram, hello, I broke my foot in New York. So here's what happened. Just to get it out of the way, I went to New York for Rhinebeck, New York Sheep and Wool, yes. I went to the Woolen Affair preview event, lovely. Cold, windy, fine. Prior to this event, because it was at the Hutton Brickyards in Kingston, prior to this, there's like a little beach, I think it's called Kingston Point Beach or something like that, that I went to just relax, because I found it the last time I went to New York Sheep and Wool, or the first and last time I went to New York Sheep and Wool. I found this little beach, and it's adorable, and I went and sat out there for a bit to just kind of chill, watch the water, blah, blah, blah. While I was out there, someone sideswiped my rental car. So that was thing number one that happened that kind of was like, really, you know? Anyway, so that happened. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to put that out of my head. I'll deal with it later. Going to go enjoy this event. Went to Woolen Affair, bought a bunch of stuff I didn't plan on buying. Okay. I'm doing story time and then I'll do show and tell. Anyway, so I did that, right? Finished that out, was like, all right, cool. Went to my Airbnb, very nice location. I stayed in Kingston this time. It was a lovely place. It had a very antique-y vibe, and it turns out it was like a 70s kind of vibe to it, 70s, 80s, whatever. It turns out that the guy that owns the place also runs like an antique type shop. So it had like the old school hand mixer that like hangs on the wall and stuff, and like a lot of really cool features in this place. Anyway, it was a really cute Airbnb. I would love to stay there again, except it was a little chilly, and I'll get back to that. Okay, Friday, right? Went to Cakepalooza, right? Fine. Bought a bunch of stuff I did not need, had no plan to buy. Was just like, I'm just gonna buy some stuff because I'm here, right? Okay, got some gifts. Anyways, that was fine. Then I went to Untangled. Lovely. Always love it there. Did not shop as much as I had planned. Because I was like, you know, all my favorite vendors are here, but I do want to save some money for Rhinebeck, right? You know, because that's the big event, right? Even though I knew for a fact that the majority of my yarn would come from Untangled. Because, you know, Lamstring Yarns, Yarn Nouveau, and freaking Ex Libris was there. Oh my God, I love everything she does. But anyway, they were all there, and I was like, I'm going to spend a lot of money here. Okay, that was fine. That was Friday. Drove around for a bit. You know, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the weather because it was beautiful, autumn foliage, you know, the things that you enjoy when you're in upstate New York, right? So I drove around, looked at leaves. I went to Fab Yarn in Tivoli, New York, because every year, apparently, they do a goodie bag, and I registered for a goodie bag. So I stopped there, picked up a couple things in my goodie bag, and this year the goodie bag was an actual bag full of things. Stopped there. I was like, all right, great. I'm hungry. I want a slice of pizza. I'm in New York. I like New York style pizza. I want a slice, right? Drove around all over, because, you know, when you're in the city, you can find pizza, just throw a rock. It's there. But, you know, when you're out in the middle of Hudson Valley, where's the freaking pizza, right? And the Airbnb guy had recommended this pizza place. got to the pizza place, got out of my car, pothole. My foot, all right, so here's my foot, all right? My foot just went like that. Your feet aren't supposed to do that. So I was like, well, that freaking hurt. And I'm like limping into the pizza place because I still want my slice, okay? I'm like, man, my foot hurts. I started holding it up. I'm like, I really did something here. Got my slice. Got back to the hotel or the Airbnb. Took my shoes off because one of the things with the Airbnb is like, take your shoes off, you know, when you go into the apartment. I'm like, all right, cool. I do that anyway. Took my shoe off. I was like, oh, I think I broke my foot. Because it was like an S. Your foot's not supposed to look like an S on the sign. And it was like a little purple already. Like, I think I did something here. I don't want to go to the ER because ER is expensive. I'm in, you know, I'm not home. I'm like, I have a high pain tolerance. This is fine. Everything is fine. I will go to urgent care if it's not, you know, maybe I just twisted it and it's just swollen kind of funny. I'm going to sleep on it because everything's closed. It's like 8 o'clock at this point. And I'm like, I'll just sleep on it, you know, see how it feels in the morning. Ended up urgent care because I couldn't walk across the room properly. Went to urgent care. Their x-ray tech is off on Saturdays, right? Okay. Don't knock the camera over. See, that's what I was afraid of, being on the bed. The dogs, well, Theo's going to hop up and down and move things. Right. Settle down. There we go. Okay. So went to the urgent care. They're like, oh, our x-ray tech's off on Saturday. I was like, well, I picked you guys because you had x-ray. I need to know if this is broken or sprained or what I've done. Like, we're going to have to send you to the ER to get x-rays. So they wrapped an ace bandage, which freaking hurt. I was like, could you not? And then they gave me a shoe with some straps across it, right? Not like a boot, but like a shoe. Could not walk on that damn thing. They gave me crutches. Could barely walk on those. I've always been terrible on crutches. Even when I had my knee surgeries, I ended up getting a walker because crutches suck. I don't have the upper body strength to rock that. Anyway, so ended up in the ER to get x-rays, and I asked the x-ray tech, I was like, all right, is it broken? Because I was looking up things, you know, the night before, like if you're flying, if you're, you know, you need to find out if you, like flying with a broken bone, basically, and you have an increased chance of blood clots if you fly with a broken bone, right? And I was like, I don't want to do that. God forbid I die on a plane because I got a blood clot. So I'm freaking out. Like, I need to know if it's broken or sprained, so I know if I have to delay my flight, if I have to make some arrangements. Like, I need to know. He wouldn't tell me. And I get it. A lot of people have like come at me about it. Like, I wasn't complaining about the x-ray tech. I was complaining about the situation. I was flying home and I needed to know because blood clots, right? So because I didn't see a doctor in the ER, I was only sent there for x-rays. He couldn't tell me anything. He goes, all we're going to do, we're going to take your pictures. We're going to send them to the doctor, and then the doctor has to tell you. Great. I don't live here. I won't see this doctor again. I'm going home tomorrow, right? Because I was flying home on Sunday. I was like, all right, whatever, fine. So I go to the New York Sheep and Wool website, and it says on the website, we have wheelchairs and scooters that you can rent. And then, you know, if you need to park in, you know, accessibility parking, there's shuttles, right? No, there's not. There was not. They wouldn't let me park in the ADA parking because I didn't have a handicap placard. And I'm like, I know, I just injured myself last night. I can't walk like a mile across this freaking parking lot, right? On crutches. Come on, dude. I just injured myself last night. They wouldn't let me park. So when I did go through the parking lot to park, because I was like, I'm going to Rhinebeck. This is what I came here for. I tried to find a parking space way in the back because, you know, at this point, parking lots, pretty much one parking lot's full, the other one's filling up. I was like, I can't walk up this hill that far. I can barely walk across a room, you guys. Like the Airbnb, the way it was set up, the bedroom's on one side of the house, the bathroom's on the other side of the house. And I was like, getting to the bathroom sucks. Like, if I can't get to that, I for damn sure can't walk across this freaking mile of a field to go into Rhinebeck, right? All right, anyways. So I got frustrated and I left. And I spent all of Saturday sitting in my Airbnb watching TV, which was fun because I ended up watching this Korean show called Trigger, which was actually really good. It's about gun violence. But anyways, so yeah, I didn't get any donuts. I didn't get any Brussels sprouts. I didn't get to see a damn thing at New York Sheep and Wool except all these other people going in and out. So I went all the way to New York for Rhinebeck and I didn't get to go. Not to say I didn't buy anything because Cakepalooza and Indie Untangled and the Woolen Affair event. And why did I get tickets to all the things? Because that's what I do when I travel. When I travel, I find an event to go to and then I make arrangements around that thing. So I went to all the things except for the main thing, which I'm still a little bit upset about. Like, donuts aside, I'm on a diet. It's fine. I didn't need the donuts, right? But I am very upset I did not get the experience. I wore my freaking sweater, my black rainbow sweater with the knit, spin knit create, which is the knit purl repeat sweater. I wore that. I was super excited to show that sweater off, you guys. Would you sit still? Didn't get to wear it, didn't get to show it. You know what I did show? My my stripy sweater that I made for my lamb strings advent, the cast cardigan. So many people love that. I wore that when I went to Cakepalooza and Indie Untangled. Everybody loved that. Like, one lady was like, and this is just me, all right, why do people, especially, no offense, older Caucasian women, think it's cool to just touch you? She was like, grabs me from behind. I'm like, hello. And she's like, grab it. Could you stand still? I want to take a picture of your sweater. Like, could you stop me and be like, ma'am, would you mind if I take a picture? No, just manhandles me. I'm like, cool. I'm glad you like my sweater. Why are you touching? Like, you know. And then I had some people kind of like, I would go to look at something and people would like shove me out of the way. And I'm like, I'm big. Like, why are you pushing me? I just got here too. And one chick even was like, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but don't personal space, you know? And at one point, I think it was the lady at Woolen Vinyl was like, ma'am, that lady was in front of you, because this lady just butt in front of me. And I was like, I'm standing there holding my yarn, clearly in line. Anyways, I did not have a great experience at Cakepalooza, and I just wanted to leave because people kept shoving and I got upset. And at one point, I think this dude did it on purpose. I was bending down to check out some yarn and he farted. And I'm very upset about that because I was like, dude, that was in my face. And he goes, I'm so sorry. And I was like, that's messed up, man. That's not okay, dude. That was my Cakepalooza experience. Somebody farted in my face. And then, you know... Indie Untangled was lovely. I had coffee. I met a baby with a very cute pumpkin outfit. Oh my God, this baby was adorable. Yeah, I had the most fun at Indie Untangled. I met some really cool people at Woolen Affair. I saw people from home. Stacy, the owner of Yarn and You, and I saw Trudy and Lee of U2 Yarn. They were there vending. I don't know if Yarn and You was vending or if she was just going, because I didn't make it to New York Sheep and Wool, so I'm not sure what she was doing. But she was there and I got to see them and that was lovely. And I sat at a table and was discussing food and TV and everything. And it turns out it was with Nora Gan. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, but yeah, a designer. Like sitting at tables with designers, just chit-chatting. It was kind of cool. Anyways, I had a great time at those events that I did make it to. In addition to the broken foot, which did turn out to be broken. I found that out on Monday when they called me to tell me my x-ray results after I was already back in Texas. Foot is broken. I broke the, what's it called? 5th metatarsal. It's a Jones fracture, whatever that is. I have to wear boots. He said it's probably going to be about 12 weeks in the boot because apparently fractures in that location heal slowly if they heal at all. Yeah. And anyway, back to that. The Saturday that I spent watching Korean TV in my Airbnb, I started getting the sniffles. And by the time I got home, I had a full-blown cold. So that is finally, I think, gone. I think. I was still stuffy yesterday. I'm a little bit stuffy today, but I'm not coughing anymore. I'm not sneezing anymore. I can breathe mostly. I think right now this is more allergy related because it has been super windy in Texas for the last 2 days. So I think this remainder is from allergies. I'm going to take my allergy meds in a little bit to find out for sure. And if they don't work, because I tried taking them thinking it was allergies when I got home, because I didn't take my allergy stuff with me to New York because I don't normally have allergies on the East Coast. Which clearly I still don't. But anyway, I haven't taken my allergy meds since I got back because cold. So I'm going to try taking them today and see if it knocks out the remainder of this. Because I think that's what it is. Anyways, that's what's going on with me. And then let's see, how long has it been since I talked to you guys? It's been like a month. What was my, well, did I tell you guys I was pre-diabetic and I have to do all the things now? I'm on a diet, which is fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. But that's what I've been going through. I've been like medical stuff and breaking things and being sickly. And today's the first day I kind of felt like talking. So, oh, and I'm also working. But let's show you guys all the stuff that I got, or most of the stuff that I got, because some of it I bought for other people and it is already gone. And then I'll show you what I've been working on. My blanket. That's all I've been working on. Actually, I'll show you my blanket first. Okay. For those of you that are new or forgot, because it's been a minute, I am making the Hue Shift Afghan by Knit Picks. I'm modifying it a little bit because the way that it's written, you make 4 quadrants, right? And then you seam them. I don't like seaming. So I found somebody on Ravelry on their project page. What they did is they still made 4 quadrants, but they made them 1 square smaller. And then they did, I'll show you. They did, they joined them by doing 2 of these at the same time. So like a mitered rectangle and just changing the color in the middle. I'm going to try to see if I can do that. And if I can't, then I'll seam it. But anyway, so I've done 2 of my smaller quadrants and I just started the 3rd one last night. So those of you on Instagram have already seen this one. So this is my first one, right? Is this backwards? It's backwards. This is my first one. The greens and the teals. And I thought I was going to start with blue next, but blue is what I'll be using to do the joins, so the rectangles. And then these are my orangey reds and purples. I'm not sure how I feel about this panel, but I'm just gonna rely on the fact that it'll look okay when it's all together, and I hope. So now I'm doing pinks and reds. So yeah, I'm on the 3rd panel. Like I said, I might actually finish this before December, we'll see. So that's what I've been working on. Let me show you all the stuff that I bought. Let's start with the Fab goodie bag. Where did I put it? Now, the first year that I went to Rhinebeck, I got a Fab goodie bag, and it was a magazine, some t-shirt yarn, and I think some mohair and some lotion. This time, same lotion. It's that soak hand lotion. Yeah. And then I got, instead of a magazine, a Malabrigo pattern book, which I don't think there are many patterns in here I would actually make, but cool. It was a free book, you know? This is Malabrigo book 4, whatever year that came out. I always forget that, you know, yarn companies have books with patterns in them. Anyways, got that. And then this lovely bag. And then a kit, which I don't have any kids, so I'm never going to make this. So I might gift it. We'll see. It's a kit to make the Is it called Mac and Me? The Mac and Me children's poncho, which looks like that. So it's a bear skein and then 2 different mohairs, I think. So this is Silk Halo Art Yarns, 60% mohair, 40% silk. It's really pretty. Like I don't know. That's like, I'm never gonna make this because I don't have any kids, but I do like this. And then a pink baby mohair by Be Fine. And it's kind of loopy. It's kind of cool. And then just a random mini skein of Blue Sky Fibers Woolstock worsted. So I got those. And then since I was there, I had to walk around and look at things, right? So Fab Yarns is the only place I've ever seen the Art Yarns brand. But also, if you ever go into that store, it's a very cute store. I learned something this trip. So when you're looking around, I always was like, oh, they only have one of this color, blah, blah, blah. That's on purpose. They only put one out on the floor. If you need more, it's in the back. So they're like, oh, you need 3 skeins of that? We got it in the back. You know, that was cool. So I learned that while I was there. Anyways, I got some more art yarn. This is Art Yarn Silky Twist, which is 80% merino, 20% silk. Is it worsted? I don't remember. I can't remember if this is Aran worsted. Does that say size 10? I don't know. Anyways, let me see if the other one has it. Or I can read it. There's a sticker on it. No, there's a sticker on this one too. Whatever. DK worsted, whatever. Anyway, I got, look at this. Is that a great gray? So I got that. And then I got this one, which is basically a double skein. And the guy that was working there said it was a gradient, but I was looking at this yarn on Ravelry and it's not really, which I'm a little disappointed about, but I think it'll still be pretty. I haven't decided what I'm going to make yet. I was thinking maybe a poncho or a cowl, because this is technically 3 skeins worth of yarn. I don't know, but I got this and then this to border, a little extra gray for it. Isn't that pretty? This is color, I don't know. I don't know. There's a sticker on it. I couldn't tell you. Nature Ombre. Nature Ombre. And then this one's just black, but it's gray. Y'all know how that works. Anyways, I thought this was cute, so I got these from Fab. Is that all I bought there? Yes. All right. And then at Woolen Affair, I met Aimee Sher. Love her. Loved her. Like, it was her and Juju Knits. And they had fiber, they had yarn, they had tea, they had chocolate. Like, oh, yes. I bought a spindle. It's a Turkish spindle. This is by Studio Spintol. Look at their little card. Isn't that cute? So adorable. Anyway, it was really pretty. It's just a wood Turkish spindle. Let's see if it says Aphrodite olive wood. 26 grams. Isn't it pretty? I have used it. It's all the way over there. I'm not getting up. I have used it. I had to remind myself how to do a Turkish spindle. I think I did okay. We'll see whenever I spin that up. Funny, I bought things to spin with. I think I can use my wheel with 1 foot. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I bought this. It was really pretty. And I got some fiber. of course I did. Oh, I got another thing at Cakepalooza. I'll show you guys in a minute. Got this because it was really pretty. This is Blueberry Matcha. It's 70% merino, 25% tussa silk, 5% viscose tweed. I just thought it was really pretty and earthy. Earthy vibes. Right? That's that. And then I got this one, which I think I might have somewhere. I've seen this colorway before. Anyway, Blackberry Crumble. This is 62.5% Polwar, 37.5% wool and viscose nips. Not pretty. It's like a purpley eggplanty thing going. Isn't that lovely? I think it'll be really pretty. So I got those. And then at Cake, I got this fiber from Green Goat Ranch. This is Marvel, their Marvel line. This is Witch's Road. It's Rambouillet, Silk, Bamboo, and Firestar. Isn't that pretty? Rainbow vibes. So that was pretty, right? All right. Let's see. All right. Woolen Affair, Spin Cycle was there. So I got some more of a, oh, sorry. Skipping ahead. Aimee Sher. I got some GABA Oolong. This is the one she recommended. They had a bunch of different ones and she recommended this. If you didn't know, Oolong is my favorite kind of tea. So I'm excited to try this. I got a chocolate bar, which I'm so excited did not break. This is Formosa chocolate. This one is Earl Grey Lavender. Yum. Haven't touched it because I'm being good. Also at Woolen Affair, I got a goodie bag. I got a giant tote. Like literally, it's huge. I'm never going to use it. I might gift that as well. It's massive. Never going to use it, ever. I have nothing that ever needs to be in a bag that large. But I got a tote. I got stitch markers, which I've gifted already. And I got this book, which I was gonna gift, and then I realized what it was and decided to keep it for designing purposes. It's a little project planner. It's got designs. You can put swatches in here, yardage, shopping list, like a yarn, inventory page. It's got where you can keep track of like your needles, sizes that you have, the length of your cords. Oh, here we go. Stitch instructions, yarn weight categories, needle hook inventory, yarn stash inventory, body measurements, project pages. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And row of home row. She did a lot of stuff for the, she worked with Brooklyn General Store to design a lot of the things, which I thought was really cool. So it's like supporting row at the same time. Let's see, what else did I get? All right, so Spin Cycle was there. Oh, and I got more stuff from Cake. I'll show you guys all the things. Anyways, I got some more of this. I already have this in stash. This is Shades of Earth, Dyed in the Wool. I have this exact same colorway, but it's teal leaning, and this one is more blue leaning. Am I going to put them together? I don't know. We'll see what happens. This is my favorite Spin Cycle colorway, so I got some. Not that I needed it. And then they had this one, which I thought was really cool. If you're ever in the market of looking at any kind of Spin Cycle that's going my way, I like the Nocturne line. This is Witching Hour. Isn't that pretty? And then this one is Moonflower. just shades gray. Love it. Okay. And then, let's see. Back to cake. Sinful yarn. We don't eat our allies, which I thought was fun. I'd never seen yarn like this. I've seen hand spun like this, but I've never seen yarn like this. We don't eat our allies, which if I remember right, that's from the dragon thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The dragon books. And then this one is Stars on the Water, which I'm not sure what that's from. But I thought they would look good together because the sparkle in this is blue. I don't know. A cowl, maybe. I saw a cowl. There's this cowl I was looking at where it's basically you split you use two colors and they're just split in the middle. And it's like a herringbone design. So one goes this way, one goes this way. But it's like two colors. So one color on each side. I think this would look cool for that, maybe. We'll see. Yes. Okay. So got those. Oh, what's the name of the base? I don't know. All right. It's 92% merino, 8% polyester, and Angelina Sparkle. I don't know what the name of the base is. Whatever. It's fingering weight. It's cool. Sparkly. Woolen vinyl. I have a lot of yarn that's similar to this, but this one's called While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And that's one of my favorite songs, which is funny because I don't really like that band that much, but While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And then have you guys ever seen the Prince rendition of While My Guitar Gently Weeps, his guitar solo? Phenomenal. Anyways, got that. Let's see. That is from Cake. I met ZZ Textiles, who I love. She's adorable. She's my people's. She's my kind of people. Anyway, I got some of her yarn. This is Eldritchel. Isn't that pretty? She had a swatch of this. I think it had yak in it though, but it's fine. I got this to make a hat with. And then I got a sock set. This is Tapestry. Just thought it was really pretty. I bought another similar color to this. See? But yeah, I got that. And then Chevis was there, so I got to say hi to her. Chevy Raw stuff, if you guys watch Chevy. Sorry, told you guys I'm also working. I'm on a break because I don't need to be in this meeting. So, anyways, got those. What else was at Cake? I think that was it at Cake. All right. These I got at Woolen Affair. This is from Rhinebeck. Oh my God. Rhinebeck Wool Co. Rhinebeck Wool Co. Right? Cool thing. All right. So on these, you get the sheep that made your yarn. All right. So this one is a blend of wool from Clover, Miss Pickles, Felicity, and Fiona. This is 100% merino, 190 yards, 2-ply, DK weight. I love this. It's so freaking soft. This is the pewter. What I'm thinking about doing with this is mixing it with my hand spun and making a cowl or something with it. That's not the right hand spun. Where is my hand spun? Where is the other one? My Billy Idol hand spun. Wouldn't that be pretty together? Don't you think? I think. But what? One of these? I don't know. I want to put these together. We'll see what happens. Got those. Please approve current outage. Got it. All right. I think everything else is in the Untangled. Yes. Oh. I got these at Cake too. One of these was from Sinful Yarns. I think this one was from Sinful Yarns, maybe. And then I think this one was from Woolen Vinyl. Dancing skeletons. Okay. All right. Okay. In Untangled, I went to Fab Yarns, and I got this really cool colorway, which I think I'm gonna make a hat, maybe. Tin Roof, rusted. B52s, you guys. B52s. Had to. Bought that. And then. Okay. Lame Strings was there. I did not get to show the owner. I showed one of the helpers my sweater that I made with their yarn, but she was talking, so it's fine. I got a couple of colorways. This one, I got these to go together. This is Dead Ringer, and this is Eat a Wood. I think they look really good together. What do you think? Yes? Yes. And what? No idea. They're just in the house. Okay. Yarn Nouveau. I got, sorry, gotta do some approvals. Yes. Download. Good. Okay. So, these are gonna go together. The plan is to make a tee. But what I'm thinking about doing is ordering some more of this colorway and doing a color work. What's the word? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Color work. This bit. What's it called? Color work. What's this part called? My brain's not working. It's fine. I'm thinking about getting another skein of this so I can do like a color work in this and then continue this the rest of the way as a stripe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I already have the perfect yarn to do color work that has all of these colors in it, these 3 colors. Anyways, I got this to make a shirt. I think it'll be really pretty as a shirt. Look at these colors together. Isn't it beautiful? Yes. Okay. The green. Astoria. I'm going to go with Oregon. Astoria, Oregon. Goonies. Astoria, Oregon. Yes. Okay. Cannon Beach. Yes. Okay. Got it. Yes. Love. A River Deep. Look at that blue. Harlow. And Cobblestone. Are they great? Yes. Okay. Okay. Got those. And then Ex Libris. This file is locked for editing. Okay. Excuse me. And I won't sign it. Sorry. I wanted every single thing in there on sweater quantities. I wanted sweater quantities of all the things. Now, before I went, I knew that she'd done an Edgar Allan Poe collection. And I was like, I need a sweater quantity of every single colorway. But I was good. I was good because I was planning to go to New York Sheep and Wool. So I was good, and I only got mini skeins instead of full skeins of all the things. I was trying to be good, and I kind of regret it now because like I should have bought my damn sweater quantities. Anyways, it's fine. Don't ask me which color is which. It's fine. Mystery and Terror. Oh wait, it tells me. All right. So let's see if I can do this. We've got Telltale Heart. Yes. Where is it? Pit and the Pendulum. My favorite of the Vincent Price, Edgar Allan Poe, Roger Corman movies, Pit and the Pendulum. I was going to buy a sweater quantity of this just because. Descent into the Maelstrom, which is this one. I was going to buy a sweater quantity, but I have a lot of blue yarn sweater quantities. It's fine. The Oval Portrait. Cask of Amontillado is this one. And Black Cat. Aren't they pretty? And then. Which one else did I get on fingering? All right, this one. This one is Haunting of Hill House. Another of my favorites. Okay, so had to. This one is, let's see, Eleanor Vance. which one's which? Hill House. Mrs. Montague. Which one's which? All right. Dark blue is Dr. Montague and Theodora. Right? And you know what? Because all these colors are, you know, awesome, they can all go together. Look at that. Okay. Fingering weight. This is, all right, so this Poe one was Mystery and Terror. Haunting of Hill House. I already said that one. Okay. And then this is on the Ursula base, which is yak stock. And then I got, right? Yes, merino yak. So merino yak, 80/20. And then I got the Bronte base, which is yak silk DK. And this one is, this is the Bronte. Yes, Bronte is the yak silk DK base. This one is inspired by Jane Eyre. This is I Am No Bird. I don't know what each individual color is. It's not on here for this one. But I got that one. And then this one, same base. This one is Secret Attic Wife, which is inspired also by Jane Eyre. And they go together. DK. These will be color work in something. All of the minis, they're going to be color work in something together. That is the game plan. Are they pretty? Ta-da! Done. That's what I came home with from New York. A broken foot, a cold, and a bunch of yarn that's very similar in colors. I mean, it's me. Muted colorways all day. They could all go together in a project and it would work. Anyways. So, in other news, before I went to New York, I bought this colorway. I don't think I showed it to you guys yet. From Juju's. This is color 132, Cascade Yarn Superwash Wave. It just looks fun. I wanted to do something with it. I want to make a new night shift, but I'm not going to do it as a triangle. I'm going to do it as a rectangle. This might go in that. We'll see what happens. I think I might do it in gray and then in a bunch of different fun colors. So there's this one. Isn't that pretty? Got that. And then Hunter at West 7th Wool, they have their own yarn line. He dyed me a thick boy of velvet, which I've been asking for forever. Like a sweater quantity of velvet. So I have some fingering weight velvet. I haven't decided what I'm going to use it for yet. I have some thoughts, but the big boys, or I think they're called thick boys. Yeah, thick boys. It's 2,185 yards of fingering weight yarn. So more than enough to make something cool. But you know what's cool too? If this was DK, I mean, I could hold it double. Wouldn't that look cool together? Just saying. Anyways, got that. And then rainbows. I got a magnetic, it looks like Post-its, which I totally love, but it's a magnetic notions bowl. So that's kind of cool, right? Right. Looks like Post-its. Put this on my desk. And then I forgot I ordered this. I got another jelly roll. This one is Asian prints with metallic on it. It's got cranes on it. I love Asian things, and my mom was obsessed with cranes, and I thought it was cool. I just forgot I ordered it, to be honest. Robert Kaufman. This is the Imperial collection. Yeah. Is that everything? I think that's everything. That's all. Yep. So, other than working on my blanket, I am letting myself heal, and I plan to cast on a cowl or something at some point. I still have a bunch of whips that are unfinished that I'm sure I should be working on. I have that owl shawl that I was supposed to use as my Rhinebeck thing that I haven't touched in a very long time. I gotta remember where it is. I have my waffle shirt, sweater thing, my waffle Henley. I have my dragon sweater. there's more. There's a lot of whips in the house. There's a lot of whips in the pile that I need to unravel. With this whole required weight loss thing, there are a couple whips that I wasn't going to finish because they're too small, but now I'm just going to finish them because they might fit at some point. Yes, I've already lost 8 pounds. Anyway, that's it. That's my New York trip. That's my New York haul. I'm not going to Rhinebeck next year. I'm not doing it. What I am thinking about doing is going to Denver, because I've decided after being in New York, while I was just driving around enjoying the autumn and the things, it reminded me of being back home in Virginia, where my mom and I would go up into the mountains every fall to look at the leaves and take all the pictures and all the things. And I realized that I would like to live in an area where I can see water and mountains again. So I'm looking into that. Texas ain't it. So I'm exploring. I'm also still thinking about moving to Charlotte because my cousin really wants me out there, and I could go to the mountains and the water from North Carolina. So yeah, making decisions, doing all the things. But there will be definitely no Rhinebeck next year. I may or may not go to Maryland Sheep and Wool because I can actually take off for that this year. But yeah, right now though, I'm kind of off traveling at the moment. Because who else wouldn't be, right? Just breaking things, getting sick. It was not fun. It was not fun. Anyways, what have I been reading? I read The Outsider by Stephen King because I hadn't read it yet. And I remember loving the TV show. And I read the book and I really liked the book. So I rewatched the TV show. I just finished that. I have not started watching Dairy yet. I'm going to start that this weekend. I read another book recently that I really liked, and I need to download the other book by that author, but it was by Megan Lally, and it was called That's Not My Name. Good book. I recommend it. It's about a girl, like a teenage girl that wakes up and has no idea who she is and ends up at a police station, and some guy comes to claim her, and the more she gets to know him, she's like, are you really my dad? I don't know. And then the other half of the story is about a boy who's looking for his missing girlfriend, who fits that girl's same description. So it's very well written, I think, and I enjoyed reading it. And if you get the audiobook, it's a duet narration, so it works. I liked it a lot. It's considered young adult, but whatever. It was good. And that's all I got going. I think my little book club, I think next month we're reading a book about pirates and or Native Americans. I'm probably going to read something by Stephen Graham Jones because Native Americans, horror, done. And that's it. That's all I got. So yeah, I'll just be here healing and working on my blanket. And, yeah. Oh, in other health news, shoulder, I've been approved to dye again. I'm allowed to do the things. He just said, take it slowly. Don't overdo anything. And I've been itching to turn on my dye pans, but they're very dusty right now. So I need to clean some things before I can even think about dyeing anything, but I might dye something. I do have some berry yarn in the closet. So we'll see what happens. I'll let y'all know. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. I'm starting to get stuffed up again, so I'm going to call it a day, take my allergy meds, and see if they do anything. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Bye.